start reciting the sloka 18.13. I'll just first start the sloka, then devotees please join reciting. Panchaitani Mahabaho Karanani Nivodh me Sankhya Kirtante Proktani Siddhaye Sarva Karmanam. Devotees, please.
Hare Krishna.
Please volunteer. Yeah, please, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Hare Krishna devotees, Dandat Pranam, all goes to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Panchintani Mahabaho Karanani Nibodha me Sankhye Kartante Proktani Siddhaye Sarvakaranam. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, please.
I'll try Mataji. Panchaitani Mahabaho Karanani Nibodha me Sankhye Krante Proktani Siddhaye Sarva Karmanam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Anyone?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Please, Mataji. Yeah.
Panchaitani Mahabaho Karanani Nibodha me Sankhye Krutante Proktani Siddhaye Sarva Karmanam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Can I try,
Yes,
Mataji?
please.
Panchaitani Mahabaho Karanami Nibodha me Sankhya Krutanti Proktani Siddhaye Sarva Karmanam. Back to Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. So, devotees, now we can read the synonyms and translation. Who would like to read?
Can I try, Mataji?
Yes, please. Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Yeah, thank you. Synonyms: Pancha, 5, Itani, these, Madbhavo, Almighty Arm one, Karnani, causes, Nibodha, just understand, me, from me, Sankhya, in the Vedanta, Kritante, in the conclusion, Proktani, said, Siddhaye, for the perfection, Sarva, of all, Karmanam, activities. Translation: O mighty Arjuna, according to the Vedanta, there are 5 causes for the accomplishment of all action. Now learn of this from me. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay.
So the purport is short. One devotee can finish the purport. Who would like to read? Raghu Prabhu would like to.
Oh.
Yeah, please, Mataji. Yeah, if you want.
A question may be raised that since any activity performed must have some reaction, how is it that the person in Krishna consciousness does not suffer or enjoy the reactions of work? The Lord is citing Vedanta philosophy to show how this is possible. He says that there are 5 causes for all activities, and for success in all activities, one should consider these 5 causes. Sankhya means the stock of knowledge, and Vedanta is the final stock of knowledge, accepted by all leading acharyas. Even Sankara accepts Vedanta Sutra as such. Therefore, such authority should be consulted. The ultimate control is invested in the Supersoul. As it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Tavasya Chaham Hardi, Sanivistaha. He is engaging everyone in certain activities by reminding him of his past actions. And Krishna conscious acts done under his direction from within yield no reaction, either in this life or in the life after death.
Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, if you would like to comment.
I don't think I have anything. Thank you, though.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Anyone wants to say anything about this purport? Prabhu? Prabhu.
Krishna is talking about the 5 causes for the reaction that people can suffer or enjoy. So this is citing from the Vedanta and Sutra, which is actually the Vedanta Sutra is a conclusion of all the Vedas. So it and each parampara has a different. I mean, they have the Vedanta Sutra. So there is something that's accepted by even Shankaracharya and everyone. So this gives the five causes. Uh, so here in this particular verse, we don't talk about Krishna is not telling us what those five causes are, but the five causes are important because in the end uh, of these five causes, the super soul is one of them. We'll find out soon, and eventually the super soul controls our whole life, and it does give us freedom in the sense that we might have desires and we have certain desires, good or bad, and the super soul is going to fulfill those desires. But in the end, whether there's good actions or bad actions, the super soul is controlling them according to our desires. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Very nicely explained. Prabhuji, Subal Prabhu would like to add anything or Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji explained very nicely, Mataji. So as Prabhuji said, the five causes of action to more precisely explain the consciousness of not bound by the fruits of the action. So as Prabhuji said, Krishna refers to this on the Vedanta Sutra. The five factors that are responsible for the causes of the accomplishment of any kind of action. So here it says that performed without regard for the direction of the scriptures, without distribution of prasadam, the spiritual food, without chanting the Vedic hymns, without remuneration to the priest, and without faith. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Very true. Here Krishna is trying to tell Arjuna that whatever the accomplishment of actions performed to Arjuna, when he's saying that is meant by Arjuna, there are always five causes. So we'll come to know that. But and also Prabhupada make these questions that the question may be raised, since any activity performed must have some reaction. How it is that the person in Krishna consciousness does not suffer or enjoy the reactions of work? So Prabhupada is explaining here why Krishna consciousness person who are in a pure consciousness, they do not suffer, means they do not have any reaction. Why? Because they completely surrendered to the Lord's lotus feet. That's why that action has no reactions, because it is because Krishna gave knowledge, Krishna gave forgetfulness, Krishna also gave the intelligence to the devotee. So through that, this action in Krishna consciousness has no reactions, but other actions which has done by living entity thinking that they are the doer, that actions always has reactions. So Krishna will tell us how we can purify, how we can perfect that understanding, that action, so that that action will have no reaction. So next we go to our text, and also the Vedanta Sutra actually is a Sankhya philosophy is it's like when it says about the when Sankhya philosophy describes about the matter, which is Prakriti, then the soul, the jiva, and the super soul. It describes that. But Vedanta Sutra is the whole part, the five truths. It's described in Vedanta Sutra. I'll compile some slides. I'll show you after we read the text 14. So Vedanta Sutra actually is the very truth, five truths, and which also accepted by Sankaracharya, who is a impersonalist. So he also accept that Vedanta Sutra, which is that much true. That's Prabhupada is telling that all our acharyas accepted that. Means this is only talked about Krishna, Iswara. So we'll read that. So we'll go to the next verse, 18.14, where Krishna described what are the 5 causes of each action. Adhishtanam tatha karta karanam cha prithagvidham vividhascha prithak cheshta daivam chaivatra panchamam. Devotees, please. Two Matajis and two Prabhujis can read.
Hey,
Can I try, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, please, please.
Sorry, yeah. अधिष्ठान तथा कर्ता करण च पृथग्विधम् विविधश्च पृथक्वेष्टा दैव चैवात्र पंचममः. हरे कृष्ण माताजी.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Next.
Adhistanam tata kata kanam chapitagvidam radhas chapitak chesta daivam chavatra panchamam.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu, please read.
Adhishtanam tata karta karanam cha pratagvidham vividascha pratak chesta daivam chaivatra panchamam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Anyone like to read?
Hare Krishna Mataji, I will
Yes,
try.
Prabhu, please.
Adhishtanam tata karta karanam cha prudagvidam vividascha prutak chesta daivam chaivatra panchamam. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. So, synonyms and translation, who would like to read?
I can read.
Yes,
Adhishtanam, the place, tata, also, the karta, the worker, karanam, instruments, cha, and pratak vidam, of different kinds, vividaha, various, cha, and pratak, separate, chestaha, the endeavors, daivam, the supreme, cha, also, eva, certainly, atra, here, panchamam, the fifth. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. The place of action, the body, the performer, the various senses, the many different kinds of endeavor, and ultimately the super soul. These are the 5 factors of action. Thank you.
thank you, Prabhuji. Purport, would like to read the purport?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam, can I read?
Yes, Mataji, please.
The word adhishtanam refer to the body. The soul within the body is acting to boring about the result of activity and is therefore known as karta, the doer. That the soul is that the knower and the doer is stated in the Shruti. Isahi darasta sarasta. Can you read please? Upanishad 4.
Prashna Upanishad.
Upanishad 4.9. It is also confirmed in the Vedanta Sutra by the verse Jino Ta Iva 2.3.18 and Karta
Sastrartha Vatvat.
Sastrartharvat. The instrument of actions are the sense, and by the sense, the soul act in various way. For each and every action, there is a different individual, but all one activities depend on the will of the Supreme Soul. who is seated within the heart as the friend. The Supreme Lord is the super causes. Under this under the circumstances, he who is acting in Krishna consciousness under the directions of the supersoul situated within the heart is naturally not bound by any activity. Those in incomplete, those in complete Krishna consciousness are not ultimately responsible for their actions. Everything is depend on the supreme will, the supreme soul, and the supreme personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, would like to add anything?
Uh, yeah, they, I think, the Srila Prabhupada ji, when we go to the spiritual journey, so more you goes to the higher and higher achieve the bhakti path, and I think so the more and more we goes to the depend on the Lord Krishna. So that's why that's why I know the about the last sentence. But Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Prabhuji's Mataji would like to add anything that part.
Hare Krishna Mataji,
Yes, ma'am.
Mataji said, even in this, the five causes of an action, according to Vedanta, are the adhisthanam. Adhisthanam means the place of action or the body of the jiva. Karta is the doer of action or the consciousness reflected in the false ego. Karanam, the instruments of action, the various senses. Cheshta, the effort extracted by the life airs with various functions. Daivam is the super soul who sets everything into motion by his supreme will. So these are the material causes. The whole theme here is, Krishna is describing these are the five factors responsible, the causes of accomplishment of any kind of action. Actually, we think that we are the doer. Of course, we are in a way, but these are the five causes. But ultimate cause is the super soul, it's the super cause. All our activities depend on the will of the God, so the super soul. Because sometimes we work so hard, but we don't get it. But sometimes we don't even expect it and we get it. And we can see that some people are working very hard, but they are always there. So it all depends on these factors, and of course, the karma factor, everything. That's my understanding, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice, Prabhuji. So here Krishna is telling Arjuna. So don't worry, I'm telling you to fight. Just fight. Don't worry about the reaction, because I am telling you to do it. So when we are in the Krishna consciousness, under the Krishna consciousness, that consciousness we have, that we are doing for the Supreme Lord. So then we do not have to worry about what could be the reaction. Then it is everything is Krishna's hand, because as you said, like is everything on Krishna's will. Final decision Krishna will take. So I'll just compile some slides. I can share that about this chapter. So we read two verses here in this chapter. The name of the chapter is The Perfection of Renunciation. And in this this verse actually described about the five causes of action. So we read about the Vedanta Sutra. In two verses, Srila Prabhupada uh, mentioned about the Vedanta Sutra. The Vedanta Sutra actually written by Srila Vyasdev from Upanishad. Actually, there are five truths in Vedanta Sutra, and in our Bhagavad Gita, these five truths are described. The first one is Ishvara, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and this is the first one. which is Ishvara, is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Number 2 is Jiva, the individual living entity or spirit soul. Number 3 is Prakriti or matter. Number 4, Kala or time. And 5 is Karma or action. So among these 5, the 4 are eternal. These 4, Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti and Kala, are eternal, always true, absolute truth. And in Kathopanishad it says, Cheta Nitya Nityanam Cheta Chetanam. So, always Supreme Personality of Godhead is the absolute truth. He is eternal, He is the absolute truth. So, that's described in Vedanta Sutra. That's why Prabhupada said all the acharyas took it, accepted as the absolute truth, the very truth in this the Vedanta Sutra. And now the 5th is the karma action. So this karma action in this verse, Lord Krishna says all these actions have 5 causes. So all our accomplishment of actions are governed by 5 causes. So what are the causes? That every action arises from soul, which is the living entity. We are the soul. Then our body, which is the matter. Then our material nature. Then effort or endeavor. And the divine one, the 5th one is super soul, which is very, very important. And Prabhupada emphasized that we sometimes forgets the 5th cause, which is the ultimate cause, which is super soul. The super soul who resides in our heart and direct us to do things. However, Krishna gives free will to everyone, but at the same time, Krishna has the power to control living entities, all activities. Sometimes he sanctions, yes, go for it. Sometimes he says no, he restrains. But there should be a reason why Krishna does that. And also, our karma is also involved in that decision making by Krishna. Krishna cannot change our karma because we have to suffer according to our karma. The next is holistic God-centered view. So Krishna teaches a holistic understanding of action and which is integrated in divide control and which should be rejected. What we should reject? Our ego, our false ego, like I am the doer. That should be rejected. This ego driven independence, which is very important, the ego driven independence should be rejected because we are not the doer. Yes, we are karta. We read in the verse 14, because the soul, we have the false ego. That's why we are thinking we are the body, therefore we are the karta, we are the doer. We are the doer, but under the instruction of Krishna, we should do this everything according to our super soul, giving the fruit to the lotus feet of Krishna. Now, the third is countering materialistic thinking. So, Prabhupada emphasizes that humility and spiritual intelligence, opposing the view that success depends solely on human effort, means when we are performing Krishna consciousness, we should be humble and our spiritual intelligence, we should apply our spiritual intelligence, and that way our human effort, our the success of doing any action can be done with the with this humble nature and with our spiritual intelligence. Means that suppose when we think of ourselves like, okay, this house made by me, this money, actually, this I'm the person with hard work, I generated that much money, that much wealth, I, me, mine. No. Those are all materialistic thinking. Nothing we can do without the will of the God. So God's will is always there. So maybe in our past life we did some good karma. That's why we may be able to get lot of wealth, lot of name, fame. But everything actually it's a divine arrangement. Whatever we are getting. So therefore we should be thankful to the Lord for what we got, and if we can maintain those and offer these fruits of our success to Krishna. And the next is spiritualization of action. So, proper knowledge and consciousness transformed ordinary actions into devotional service and pure bhakti, which is very important. Proper knowledge means what? Krishna is the absolute truth, and we are the servant of the servants of the servant of the Lord. That way, we can discipline our life. Then, regular activity, regular action, we can make it to devotional service and pure bhakti. So let's discuss more about in the next verse, where I just put this one, the 5 factors. And what are the factors we read in the verse 14? First is place of action. Adhishthanam, place of action. Adhishthanam, where is the place of action? Our body. The body, as a product of past karma and material nature, serves as the place where actions occur. So, according to past karma and according to our material nature, we got this human body. So, we should be thankful to the Lord that giving us the chance to chant the holy name, because human body, human being born as a human is the highest gift by the Lord, because this is the we are the we can chant the holy name, we can talk, we can able to do serve Krishna. But if we think about the animals, they cannot talk, they cannot show their expression, maybe among themselves in their species, but we can, therefore we should utilize in our this human life to serve the Lord and perfect our life, so that we can go back to Godhead, so that we can also um, remove ourselves from this cycle of birth and death. So, this body, the place of action, as a human, we should utilize this body. The next is the doer, karta. So, the soul is the individual living entity who desires and initiates action by requires sense to act, but requires senses to act. So, we are the soul. We are thinking we are the doer, as we discuss, because of our false ego. So that's why soul thinking, because of that consciousness of all, soul is very pure. But when it comes in contact of the material nature, that time the soul thinks that they are the doing in the body. So therefore, that's the soul is the doer, that they think the doer. But the main doer, the ultimate doer is Lord Krishna. We'll come to that factor soon, which is Daivam. So now the third is senses and instruments. Karanam. That Krishna described, senses are required to act, right? So mind, intelligence, and physical senses cooperate as tools necessary for successful action. Yes, it's required definitely. Like our hands, our nose. So if we enjoy something, we need our eyes. So when we look at beautiful flowers, when we smell beautiful flowers, and that time we feel like, oh, we can enjoy this. When we see a very beautiful place, mountain, sea, we want to enjoy. That's why we need a sense. But if we apply those senses when we do any actions in Krishna, suppose in a garden there are a lot of flowers, so when we pluck some flowers to offer to Krishna and then take that smell after offering to Krishna, next day we can still, like the flowers, the orange, the roses, as for example in our garden we have roses. So sometimes they bloom so nicely and it's so much fragrant, so nice. It's like organic, it's not like store bought roses, there is no smell, but those roses are like organic. And they have, and the room, the DT room, actually filled with that fragrance so much. I think Harini Mataji's garden has lot of roses too. So I'm sure Mataji also offered to Krishna.
We have
So
lots, Mataji. This year they're growing crazy.
yeah, so please offer to Krishna,
Yes,
Mataji.
yes, Mataji.
He will.
I'm bringing Mataji.
Yeah, yeah. So that is the action. Actually, this action should be done. So this is Krishna conscious way. So that's very important to know, that which mode we are doing those actions. And then next is effort and endeavor, cheshta. We read that one also in the verse, effort and endeavor. What is our endeavor? So, effort and determination vary by individual nature and are essential for carrying out actions. Yes, effort and determination. Very important. What is our endeavor? And definitely, we have to do work. We have to go to work to sustain our family, to feed our family. Yes, we have to go to work because all are Krishna's children, whether husband, wife, kids, family, parents, everything, they are all Krishna's children. When we take care of them, actually we are taking care of Krishna's children. That way we have to think. So definitely we need to maintain our house, we maintain our family life, very important. But we have to keep Krishna in the center. Whatever we do, we have to practice devotional service every day. So like morning time is mode of goodness, where we'll definitely worship, do puja to the deities, reading books, hearing class, and then we have to go to work. And that time when we are working, that time we are in mode of passion. We have to work, and then when you're coming back again, we need to make ourselves in that mode on devotional service. Like as right now we are all studying Bhagavad Gita, so that means we are in a mode of goodness even in the evening, where the mode of ignorance predominate. But at this moment we are in mode of goodness because we are studying Bhagavad Gita. So that should be our endeavor. That should be our effort in our Grihastha life, to keep Krishna in the center. And therefore, this fifth cause is divine factor, Daivam, Krishna, the super soul. Krishna within sanctions all actions and their results as the ultimate controller. So, who is our ultimate controller? Our super soul, Lord Krishna, who is residing in our heart. But we can't see him because we read in Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, two birds in one tree. One bird is um, looking one direction, and the bird sitting next to that bird is looking at him. But the bird is totally turned around face from the other bird. So the other bird is who? The super soul, and the bird who is looking opposites to that bird is the soul. So, Mataji, are saying something? No? Okay. The super soul is actually sanctioning. So, without Krishna's sanction, we cannot do anything in this world. We can't do anything. So, His Holiness Haladhar Swami Maharaj came to Tampa and he was telling that when something good happens, they say, "Oh, I did it, it's so good." But when something bad happened to us, we said, "Why it happened to me, Krishna? Why it's happened to me?" Asking Krishna. So good thing you, but bad thing Krishna. No, not that way that Maharaj was saying. So whatever we are getting the reaction, this is our karma. That's not in the hand of Krishna. Krishna sanctions. Suppose a small boy asks his father, "Father, can I have this? Can I have this?" Then father says, "It's not good for you." Still the son was, "No, want to buy." Then Krishna, "Okay, tathastu, go." And then the consequences you have to suffer. The same way when we do bad things and our baggage of karma gets heavy, and we have to suffer, maybe in this, not this life, but maybe next life, etc. So it happens. Krishna sanctions, but sometimes Krishna also restrict. And when he restricts, there is also reason that Prabhupada explains. So let's go and see the next one. The super soul, what's his role in human actions? So super soul as decisive cause, Daivam, the super soul. And he is the fifth and crucial cause influencing human desires and actions according to divine purpose and our karma, which is very important. So harmonizing free will and divine will, as we discussed, that Krishna also gave someone free will, but Krishna keeps the divine will also. So therefore, like some people does bad work, right? So we think, why, if Krishna controls everything, why the person is doing bad work? The question comes, right? So senior devotee says that Krishna gave free will to everyone. So that free will, so good dog, bad dog, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, in his lecture, he talked about this good dog and bad dog. So in our heart, there are two dogs. So if we love the bad dogs much, then all our bad consciousness will be dominant. But if we love our good dogs, then good consciousness will be dominated. So that's why that is our choice, our choice. But super soul always helps his devotee. When someone surrendered to him, he actually give them intelligence, he give them knowledge. So that way that person becomes purified. So that's Krishna's mercy. Next is practical spiritual application. Recognizing Daivam helps devotees avoid frustration and see success or failure as Krishna's mercy or instruction, inspiring prayer and devotion. So, when a devotee, a pure devotee, they never get upset or get happy, that they are called sthita pragya. They are the pure devotees. So whatever Krishna gives, they took is that's Krishna's mercy. Like Prahlad Maharaj, he never complained. Like why he is getting so much suffering given by his own dad. Still he was calling Lord Vishnu's name. Prahlad Maharaj, so much um, punishment he was given by his dad because he took the name of Lord Vishnu. But Prahlad Maharaj never complain, always says Lord Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. Not for a single fraction of moment he stopped taking the name of Lord Vishnu. That is the pure devotee. And therefore, and that mood only the pure devotee has, and all the aspiring devotees, all the practitioner who are practicing Krishna consciousness has to follow the footsteps of the acharyas, footsteps of the pure devotees, to see how they can apply this spiritual knowledge in their life. So the next is importance in devotional life. Awareness of the super soul fosters constant remembrance of Krishna, transforming ordinary work into devotional service and strengthening faith. So when we'll constantly practice this Krishna consciousness by doing service, so that is also very important. We need to increase our service attitude. That is very important. Even at home, doing service, even service for our children, service to our family member also is important, or taking care of them also important, inspiring them also for Krishna in Krishna service is also very important. All we have our material activities and that will be there, but as we already discussed that we need to keep Krishna in the center. That is very important. And that way we'll practicing devotional service, associating with the devotees, associating with shastras, books, as we are doing, And even in the weekends, coming to the temple, coming to the center, coming to the program will recharge us for the whole week. And that way, our consciousness will improve as well as our faith will strengthen. That's very important to strengthen our faith. I think we already discussed this. So the conclusion, like some concluding insights are we discussed. So what we discuss in this two verses, understanding the body, living entity, sense, effort, and super soul, frees one from illusion and pride. That is very important. What understanding is that Krishna is the doer, not we are the doer. We have to remove our false ego. We need to redirect our senses towards Krishna. Whatever we do, all the material activities we do, but we should not expect the fruits. We should not say, why I got this, why I'm not getting this. You have to accept our karma, it's important, and as well as Krishna's will. That you have to remember. And also I heard that devotees, Krishna reciprocates actually. If devotees surrender to Krishna, surrender to Guru, then Krishna actually reduce the baggage and Krishna reciprocates. It's very true. So we have to try that. Next is knowledge leading to humility, knowledge of the absolute truth. That actually leads humility, devotion, and steady engagement in spiritual service and balance of free will and divine control. This is important. So the soul acts responsibly while depending fully on divine's action, avoiding arrogance and helplessness. So when we have good thing happens, we are very happy and said, I did it, as we discussed. And but when bad thing happens in our life, we said, oh, okay, why it happened, why Krishna doesn't help me, etc., etc., etc. No, we have to keep faith. We have to balance our success and our failure. We have to take accept both states, like it's Krishna's maybe it's Krishna's arrangement. We do not have anything to do with that. Only have to actually faith is very important. And his Holiness Haladas Swami Maharaj was telling like 95% of people has no faith on Krishna, which is Maharaj was telling that. And we are thinking we have faith, but the the exam will come when the real things happen in our life. That time I can tell like whether I have faith on Krishna or still I have doubt. Oh, what will happen? What will happen? So if we do not have faith, those things comes. So those are the points we have to remember, and we have to also apply these Bhagavad Gita teachings in our life. We have to, like pure devotees, our Guru Maharajas, Acharyas, they live 24 hours. They actually practice the lessons of this Bhagavad Gitas every day in their life. They are too much involved. They are totally dedicated to the lotus feet of Krishna, like body, mind, and words, everything to Krishna. They are so much empowered. That's why they are pure devotee. So, and then perfection of action is working for divine pleasure, making life a meaningful spiritual offering. So, perfection of action. So, whatever we do, we have to remember that we are doing to please the Lord, to please Krishna. So, therefore, and this should be a spiritual offering in our life. Like when Arjuna was asking these questions to Krishna, Krishna says that Arjuna, please fight, please fight. I am telling you to fight. But still, Arjuna was in dilemma, thinking like, oh, what will happen? All my family members, they will die. How can I make them more? Like he was like very confused, not depending on Krishna. But when he depends on Krishna, Karpanya dosa pohata subhava, he surrendered to Krishna in Bhagavad Gita 2.7, and that time Krishna started speaking means devotee when surrendered to the Lord takes care of the devotee, which is very true. Krishna never leave his devotees nowhere. He always take care of his devotees. He is so merciful. He is very reciprocative. So that faith we have to keep in our mind all the time. What's the time now? Okay, sorry, I think I took a lot of time. Thank you, Prabhuji. Please, any comments? Anything you have? Hare Krishna. Shubhal Prabhu.
Pranam Mataji.
Pranam.
I am very, very happy. There is no words to describe upon your speech, Mataji. This two dogs example, I can never forget. And also Subal Prabhuji told me once, our mind is monkey mind. It is also, I remember a lot, Mataji. And also in 14th chapter, this Rajoguna, Sattva Guna, Tamo Guna, it will act like you, just now you have told that example of the dog mind. So there is no words to describe upon your speech, Mataji. There is no comments. Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. This good dog, bad dog is given by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj in his lecture. He mentioned that. Thank you, Prabhuji, for saying this. Anyone else, Prabhuji? Any comments?
Or
Yeah,
Raghu Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
yeah.
Yes.
Ananta Prabhu, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Very well explained, Mataji. Very well explained. I have learned a lot of things, new things today, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. So, Sunita Mataji, you want to say something? So, what are the 5 causes? We can 5 causes, if we can mention one more time. What are those? Sunita
Body,
Mataji or
living entity,
Yes.
and the senses,
Yes. Yes.
and the karma, and then super soul, Lord Krishna.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Body, the place of action, adhisthanam. Then the doer, karta. Then the senses and instruments. What are our senses as instrument? And then effort and endeavor. And the super soul, Daivam. Yes, very good. Thank you, Mataji. Then we also read about our Krishna's ultimate, he is the ultimate controller. So our Krishna is our ultimate controller. And also we read about the Vedanta Sutra. What are the 5 truths in Vedanta Sutra we read? Just I can share one more time. That is also important to remember. So the 5 truths in Vedanta Sutra is, which is also the 5 truths in Bhagavad Gita too. Ishvara, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Jiva, the individual living entity or spirit soul. Then Prakriti, the matter. Then Kal, time, and Karma, action. This action we read today, like this action is driven by 5 causes. So that's the 2 verses, that the main essence of these 2 verses. Thank you. Matajis and Prabhujis, it's 9 o'clock. If any final comments, Raghu Prabhu, Subal Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I just wanted to add one. Even
Yes,
in
please.
Damodarastakam, when we sing this Damodarastakam, whenever Mother Yashoda tries to bind Lord Krishna, it is always 2 fingers short. Of course, these 5 can be divided into 2. One is our endeavor, and the Daivam, the last, is Krishna's mercy. So whatever we do, we have to do our duty, but at the end of the day, without Krishna's mercy, nothing is possible. Thank you much.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Very, very wonderful points, Prabhu. Yes. Endeavor and Krishna's mercy, both are important. So that's the five, among the five causes, the last two are actually endeavor and super soul's will. Very nice, Prabhuji. Thanks for adding. Okay, Raghu Prabhu would like to say something, then otherwise we can close.
I think I'm okay, Mami. But our endeavor, endeavor, that's right. But and endeavor can be go in both ways, right? So it has to be endeavor which is in sync with what Krishna is, the super soul wants. And then it's aligned and then everything will be good. And that's what people in Krishna consciousness, those who are very transcendently elevated, they almost predict what the super soul wants them to do. And that's why many of the acharyas and all that we see, they are totally in sync with the super soul. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. So like endeavor could be like bad or good. Like when there's a endeavor for serving Krishna, then it's good. But if I have endeavor for without Krishna enjoy something else, then that endeavor is not good. So Krishna's mercy will not get Krishna's mercy on that. So endeavor love Krishna's mercy for Krishna is always important. Had Mother Yashoda had the two finger swords. Like Mother Yashoda tried a lot, but as Mother Yashoda is a pure devotee of the Lord, like finally Krishna surrendered himself to the devotee, to Mother Yashoda. And Mother Yashoda then able to bind Krishna with the rope. So that's the mercy of the Lord. Thank you, devotees. It's 9:03. We can close our session for today and tomorrow again. We'll see you. Bancha kalpataru vaishya kripa sindhu eva cha patitanam pavanebhya vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All the
Jai,
devotees ki jai. Hare
Jai,
All
Krishna.
devotees ki jai.
Baswati
Jai
Mata
Saraswati
ki
Mataji ki
Jai.
Jai.
jai.